YouTube family, what is up? I'm coming at you with another video this week. We're going to be going over my favorite match from this past European Championship, 2025 European Championships, and that is going to be Uguev versus Harutyunyan. This is, I believe, their second match they've had. The first one was at, I think, a World Cup, and Uguev made light work of Harutyunyan. He tech fought him in like, I don't even know. I think it was like 45 seconds. It was something crazy. So if you guys want to watch that match, I would recommend watching that match. Very good match. So yeah, let's get into it. Actually, before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all that. Drop a comment in the comment section on what matches, techniques, whatever you want me to review next. And yeah, awesome. Let's get into it. So right off the bat, Uguev is gonna go for his patented super duck. He hits a left-hand super duck where he fakes high and then goes low, tries to either get to their back, get to high crotch, get to double leg, and he likes to do it right off the whistle. You'll notice, and I think in one of his other matches from this tournament, he hits it right off the whistle. He fakes high, goes low, and yeah, it's a really cool technique. And it's definitely one of his favorite ones, I would say. Harutyunyan's a little bit more hip to it though. So Harutyunyan, just some like insight on how he likes to hand fight. He's always gonna be reaching with his lead hand, his right hand. He stands right leg lead, and he's always reaching with his right hand, popping on the collar tie. If his partner or the opponent reaches with their right hand, he's going to try and post off to get to a double leg or come to a body lock if the double leg fails. He also has a very good ankle pick that he's nasty with. And if they reach with their left hand, he generally tries and converts it to a Russian where he will try to get them to post and then again go into a double leg or a body lock if the double leg fails. Uguev, got some background on his game. Very good from underhooks, has a good snap down front headlock, good throw by single, throw by ankle pick. Again, he has a good super duck series and high crotches, double legs to the back. He's a pretty good ankle pick. He has really good go behinds, and that's what I would say are probably. I mean, he's good at everything, but those are his best things. And I would also say they're both very good at parterre, both very strong for the weight class. So they're really good at turning people from leg laces and gut wrenches. All right, so I want you to notice that every time Uguev reaches with his left hand, Harutyunyan reaches for some form of 2-on-1. This time he went for Russian, but generally he's looking for 2-on-1 wrist grip, kind of like a burrito grip, and he's pulling that down. And later you'll see why this is relevant because it's a pattern that ends up biting him in the ass, and Uguev capitalizes on it. Right there. That's the first look at how Uguev's going to counter this. Takes the 2-on-1. As he's taking the 2-on-1 with his hands are going to the right side of his body, it completely leaves the left side of his body exposed to a single leg. And this is a very good counter to this move. It fails this time, but again, this will bite him in the ass because Harutyunyan gets his down block down in time. Uguev Uguev in on the underhook. He's going to try and set up his infamous knee block go behind. Harutyunyan hand fights out. Harutyunyan on the shot clock. Right there. See what I'm saying? When you do that, when like obviously the move's not bulletproof. If the person having it done to them can let go of the wrist in time to down block, it'll kill the move. But you can catch a lot of people off guard with this. Rei Higuchi's nasty with it. So let's look at that again. It was very quick, so I'm gonna turn down the playback speed a little bit. Right there. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful sweep single, beautiful counter. Alright, they're gonna challenge this. A nice counter that Uguev's doing to counter Harutyunyan's collar ties. He's always going under for the underhook. I feel like part of this is because when Harutyunyan reaches, he leaves his elbow quite flared. Yeah, he reaches kind of like in this looping collar tie-esque motion, which completely leaves him susceptible to getting underhooks inserted on him. He's actually doing a good job at clearing this front headlock with his hand fighting. Generally, you see people when they counter the front headlock, they're trying to go for sucker drags and such. What Harutyunyan does, he's doing a downward facing wrist grip, and he gets on the chin strap and then just kind of removes it. And that seems to be how he's hand fighting out of Uguev's underhook front headlock. Yeah, I mean he's not even letting him get control. So the second he gets the underhook and he realizes that Uguev wants to go for this, he's collecting the wrist so he can't even get to this position, which I think is pretty good. Pretty good hand fighting. Right there. Right, on to the second period. You know, the underhook again. Every time he's reaching, let's go back. Look at Harutyunyan's elbow when he's on the collar tie. Nice. Still fighting, yep, fighting the wrist, circling his head out. Uguev back in on it though, he's relentless on his front headlock. This time he was able, knee block, go behind. Bam, big move. Feet to back. Let's take a look at that again. So, Uguev is going to go for a knee block, go behind. And actually this move is great. I think it works better when they're on their knees in like a referee position or a turtle in jiu-jitsu. And that's because when you're standing, when you step in with your knee like that and you're trying to expose their back, it's really easy for the partner to step behind your leg with a Kosoto type hook. And they're able to do the tabletop, for people call it Russian double leg. There's another name for it in Japanese. It's a judo move, but that's typically how people counter this position when you're exposing their back. High level guys, I really like this move to counter the back exposure. So that's kind of the downfall of doing it when they're in a 4-point. I probably would have rather see him go for like an arm drag, go behind, or a head block, go behind into the leg or something like that. But let's take a look at this again. I'm gonna slow down the playback speed. Alright, gets the hands to mat. Knee block, go behind, and right here. This is where Harutyunyan's able to grab inside of Uguev's leg that he stepped in with, step behind with his outside leg, and then he's going to do a big lift, you know. I typically don't go for big lifts here. I go for other sort of things, but there's nothing wrong with it. Harutyunyan's extremely explosive, especially for this weight class at 61 kilos. So, yeah, this is a great move, great counter. Right here, big lift, feet to back. Bang. What a beast. Just yossed him. Alright. That's a good comeback for Harutyunyan. Now he's up 5-3 in the parterre position. Uguev in on the switch. This will probably get chalked down to a stalemate. Yep. Look at that. Such a big move. He's so strong. Extremely explosive. So he was hit that time. That time he went for the 2-on-1 grip. Uguev tried to go for the sweep single again. And Harutyunyan let go in time to down block. Yep, right there. Dang. Look at that Uchimata. Let's go back. So Harutyunyan, guys, this is where Harutyunyan gets his underhook because Uguev's reaching sloppy. Look at his elbow position. Yeah, right there. And on the underhook. I think Harutyunyan's going for a knee tap, but he's stepping behind for the knee tap, which gives Uguev the inside leg position. As well, Uguev has his whizzer, and he's going to grab the far tricep. That's how he's going to turn him to his back. A lot of times in no-gi, when you want to actually get someone on their back with the Uchimata type throw, you want to end up having some sort of control over their far shoulder, whether it's an underhook or tricep grip, to really turn their shoulders when you're throwing them. And that's exactly what Uguev does here. Yeah, beautiful. Feet to back. Now, 5-5, Harutyunyan's up by criteria. Look at this. Beautiful. Notice how that tricep grip really helps him turn him. Uguev gets crotch lock push out. Like, they'll probably challenge this. Guess not. There you go. That's a super duck I was telling you guys about. Riding on a single. Hits a Teguruma. Beautiful. So, let's take a look at this again. It's a very quick sequence. Notice Uguev's already reaching with his left hand. Harutyunyan's expecting him to reach with his left hand. And as he does, look how Harutyunyan's countering the left hand. He's bringing his arm up and he's kind of reaching inside for like this like crowbar tie, overwrap tie. However he's reaching with his right arm as Uguev reaches with his left. And Uguev is going to capitalize on this by faking as Harutyunyan reaches. Then he's just going to go low in on the legs because all that space is opened up from Harutyunyan's reaction. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Fake, ride in on the high crotch, switches to a head inside single, shelves it. Now he's going to go for Teguruma. If I were Harutyunyan in this situation, I would like to be using an underhook throw by. Now why is that? Because as your partner's going up towards your head for this like trap dump Teguruma, they're leaving a lot of space on the right side of their body to where you can insert an underhook and take them further than where they're going, especially because there's no whizzer because they're already on the head. It's a very robust counter. If you want to watch someone who's good at this, Adam Satia is nasty at it. Anytime someone's trying to go for Teguruma on him, whether it's a high single or low single, he's always countering with the underhook throw by, and it works very well at the highest levels. So I know it's obviously easier said than done. You're going against Uguev, Olympic champ. But in case you guys were wondering how would I counter this move, that's from my experience. That's probably one of the better counters you can do. Up 7-5, 30 seconds left. Let's see if Harutyunyan is able to ice this out and get something on the board. Now, something about Harutyunyan, he's like a 4 or 5 time European champ. So he has a lot of experience. He doesn't do as good in the World Championships, but the European Championships is his time. So let's see if he can pull it out. Uguev in on the underhook. Harutyunyan spazzing to try and get something going, but he's not gonna get it. And that's it. That is it. That's all she wrote. Uguev wins. I think that's his first European title, actually. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, if you have any recommendations or stuff you want me to cover, matches, techniques, drop them in the comment section. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all that. Turn your notifications on. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.